Hi there, welcome to This Must Be Talking Heads. I'm Rodney, the world's best and only Talking Heads historiologist, and there's a big announcement, so I wanted to cover it all. This is the More Songs About Buildings and Food Super Deluxe Edition box set, which is coming out in a variety of flavors, and for the first time we can really pick and mix and pick whatever we would like. There's also been a bit of a David Byrne teaser announcement about his upcoming album, so I'll get to that last, but there's a lot to get through with the More Songs stuff, so I'm going to get straight into that. So I did make a preview video and a review video about the Talking Head 77 Super Deluxe box set, so I'm going to basically assume that you know what a Super Deluxe box set is at this point. But that said, when it comes to the More Songs About Buildings and Food Super Deluxe set, there's a bit more going on. So I wanted to cover it all just from the ground up to make sure everyone understands what's going on. First of all, you get the full album. Now, yeah, no shock there. They've really gone all out, providing the full album. Amazing. But there's a bunch of different ways that you can get that. So there's a 2LP edition, and the 2LP edition is 1 LP with the full album and 1 LP full of rarities. So here's what the rarities are, just so you know. Thank you for sending me an Angel alternate version, With Our Love ultimate version, Found the Job alternate version, The Good Thing alternate version, assume alternate version for all of these, okay? Warning Sign alternate version, Electricity instrumental, not an alternate version, but an instrumental version, and it's been previously released, but we'll get to that in a sec. The Girls Want to Be with the Girls alternate version, I'm Not in Love, Artists Only, The Big Country, and thank you for sending me an Angel Country Angel version. Some of those have been released before. About 4 of them have never been released before. Those 4 are With Our Love, Found a Job, The Good Thing, and The Girls Want to Be with the Girls alternate version. As an early teaser, they've released the Found the Job alternate version. I'll be listening to that a little bit later in this video and reacting to it. But if that's what you're after, if you want that as a 2LP set, you can get that. That's one option. It comes out on black vinyl everywhere, independent retailers and special retailers. You can get it on a lovely red colored vinyl. Same thing, 2 LPs, album, and all those rarities. Again, 4 of them have never been released before. From there, we get some box sets. So there's a 4 LP edition of the box set, which includes the full album and the rarities. But then, a 2 LP version of a show from the Intermedia Theatre. This is a show that's been floating around in one form for a little while, but it hasn't ever been released in an audio format before. So it's a 19-track show. I'm going to flash on the screen all of the songs because there's just so many. But it's a great show. It looks like it's really, really something else. And I'm going to try and talk to some people about the production of the show and how they cleaned up the audio and all the rest of it, because all of the live reproductions of all the shows that have been put out have just been incredible. So I'm really excited about that one. Now, another edition of this box set that you can get if vinyl isn't your thing, I don't know why it would be, but if it's not your thing, if you're a digital person, if you're a little digital boy, then you can get a 3 CD and 1 Blu-ray edition. Now, this is 3 CDs, 1 CD with the full album, 1 CD with the rarities, another CD with the live at Intermedia Theatre show, and then you can get a Blu-ray. The Blu-ray includes the full original album in a Dolby Atmos mix and a high-res stereo mix. Then you get the video version of the Intermedia Theatre show, but just 25 minutes. They can't obviously show the whole video of the whole show. If they would, they could, right? But they've obviously got 25 minutes of the film, so you can see the visuals and the audio. And then to spice things up even more and entice you even more, you can get the video from the Live at Sproul Plaza Berkeley show. That's from September 18th, also from 1978. That is a 47-minute video of a show, and it's there for prosperity. It says it's a single camera video, so it's obviously not going to be the most dynamic shot thing ever in the world, but if you've ever just wondered, what's it like to stand around outside watching the band play a show? This is going to be about as close as you can get to that experience. So those are the box sets, or at least so we were led to believe. I do remember there were rumors after the 77 box set, which had all the 7-inch singles included as part of the box set, that there was going to be, again, another box set with rarities and live tracks and the 7-inch singles. And then some of the first details started to leak of those box sets, and I was like, oh, there's no singles. I guess they couldn't do that this time. Oh, well. But then a few hours later, when the official announcement came, boom, the singles were there. So you do have another choice to make, which is to say, if you want to get the 2 LP set with the 7-inch single reproductions, you can do that. Or if you want to get the full box set and get that included with the 7-inch singles, you can also do that. There's 4 singles in there. There's The Good Thing, 2 versions of the Take Me to the River single, and then a Japanese-only promo single. So there's really a lot of rarities in there. This is certainly one, too, that I've been like chasing some of those singles for a long time and never managed to get them. So again, this is an opportunity to just be like, if you're going to splurge and get these boxes, why not get the ones with the 7-inch reproductions of the singles as well? Because then you really get a complete collection. You can sit there and spend all week looking through all of this stuff. The bigger box sets that include the albums also include like a big book, a big sort of glossy photo book full of lots of amazing photos, some unseen photos, previously unseen photos, and new liner notes written by all the band members. So like the 77 liner notes were, which were amazing. This is going to be another one that you're going to want to read. And this is also kind of the first time where I've ever thought, I've always been a vinyl guy, and it'd be nice to have those Blu-rays. So I don't know. I might need to find a way to get both of those. Maybe you want to get the album on vinyl because you don't have it. Maybe you want to get the 2 LP version, and then you can choose whether you want to get the 7-inch singles or not. But then you could also double down and get the digital package, which has got obviously a CD of the album that you could put in your car or something. But you also get the full intermediate shows audio and the Blu-ray, which has got all the videos in it. And I mean, I'll put them on the screen here, a couple of grabs from the video, but some of this video we have seen in other collections. So there's dressing room footage and the song Thank You for Sending Me an Angel from that intermediate show, which appeared on the Talking Heads Chronology DVD, if you've got that. And then Warning Sign from Sproul Plaza is also on the Talking Heads Chronology DVD. So we've had a bit of a taste of those shows before. The interesting thing for me about these shows is that actually none of those audio tracks have been on any release before, including even the name of this band is Talking Heads. Normally when there's a live album that's been sort of cleaned up and released, it's like, well, yeah, 3 of these 12 tracks that were on the name of this band is Talking Heads. This is one of the first times where you get 2 live shows and none of the audio was released on those compilations, which is kind of amazing. Now, one of the really cool things that's come out is this alternate version of Found a Job, and it's 5 minutes and 21 seconds, but I'm going to have a quick listen. I'm going to play it and pause it when I think of something to say. I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously, because number 1, you could just go and watch the whole song for yourself. But number 2, I might get copyright struck. So I'll have a listen and I'll let you know what I think. We've heard this little scene. We've heard it. There's a general sound to this as though they're all just playing together in a room, which is, I think, how a lot of 77 was recorded. But just listening to the tone of the bass and the tone of the vocals, I feel like I can hear the room that they're in. So I feel like this is obviously like just a bit of a warm-up or a rehearsal or something. Obviously, this was never intended to be like album ready, studio ready. It's incomplete. This is a dry run through. It's interesting to hear the tone because it sounds as though they're just sort of not mucking around, but like let's just rip this one and see what happens. So there's a bit here at 1 minute 23 where he goes into, I guess, what's the last verse? And it starts with think of Bob and Judy. But this early version, he's like, think of him and Hermie. Now, earlier in the song, interestingly, he does name check both Bob and Judy. But here, he's forgotten their names as if he just plugged in the names too late or something. But he's forgotten. They're completely gone from his mind. Who are these people? I don't know. I just wrote a whole song about them. Whoever the song is really about, he substituted the names. And then he's like, he forgot who he was saying. Little shout of okay instead of whatever he shouts on Stop Making Sense, which is the one everyone knows. And then they're into the last instrumental section, which goes for 2 minutes. And I was trying to remember, what's it like on the album? And I was like, oh yes, the last song on side A. And it fades out. It's got a long kind of fade out. And then a lot of us probably think of the Stop Making Sense version where it's sort of like chucking away on those chords. And then there's sort of there's 2 chords that they switch between. There's sort of the 1, 2, and then switch and then back. I noticed the first time listening through to this that it's a lot more linear. It's a lot more straightforward. There's a lot going on in terms of effects and things fading in and out. And I feel the heavy hand of Brian, pulling the strings here, twiddling knobs and touching keys and doing all kinds of things. Also, interestingly, the YouTube credits for this song include things like Brian Eno on backing vocals, and I don't think there's any backing vocals on this song, so I wonder if that's just like a general album credit that's been applied to this song as well, because clearly he doesn't sing backing vocals on this song. But anyway, I feel Brian Eno's presence on this song anyway. Pretty cool, and the thing I like most about it is the way it finishes. It takes 5 minutes and 21 seconds. The album version is 5 minutes, which I had forgotten how long that song was, but it doesn't fade out, which frankly I kind of like a bit better. So there you have it. I hope you've been saving your pennies because the More Songs About Buildings and Food box set is going to be the big purchase for the year. There's been record store day releases, maybe some more coming later this year, we'll see, but this is going to be the big one for the year. So I hope you've all been putting aside a few dollars here and there, doing your chores and getting that pocket money saved away for this big box set that's coming, I think, in mid-July. So you want to get your pre-orders in because some of them are disappearing already. But just lastly and just quickly, have you seen this?
Hi.
Hi, David.
I'm working on something new, and we'll have more news to share soon. But in the meantime, I'd like to see how you can move to this.
Everybody's going through the changes. Every conflict.
I love his mismatched shoelaces. The
What you say with gesture and
That's so fun. A little tease of a new song. Obviously, I've been thinking about for a while about doing a video of what we know about the upcoming David Byrne album. There's so many things that are going on, though, that I just feel like it'll be here before we know it, and I won't even have time to do a video like that. There's been a few songs that he's played live, and that's another little tease of a new song there that I'd never heard. So it's going to be fantastic, but it's obviously an exciting time to be following all things Talking Heads and David Byrne in particular. So excited for the More Songs About Buildings in Food Super Deluxe Edition box set. I'm going to try and tee up a few interviews with people to see what I can find out, go a little deeper about it, go into the making of it and find out what went into it. But I'm sure like the first one, it's going to be an absolute must-have for all of the diehard Talking Heads fans out there. And just stay tuned because there's going to be lots more stuff popping up on here. So I'll see you in the next video, and until next time, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.